وعايز أهني الأخ عمر. Brother Omar.
Yes.
Congratulations and welcome here in Egypt. We are very, very proud of you. Thanks a lot. And I just want to ask you, I feel that actually all of us are sad about Muslims today and their attitudes and their, morals and these kind of things. And I just want you to tell me that what is the most terrible thing that you didn't expect to find it from a Muslim, the most horrible thing that you think Muslims are doing all over the world. And I hope you, finally, I have a request from you that you pray for all Muslims, that God could help them to reach the right path. Many Muslims are just Muslims in the papers and the passports and their IDs. I hope really from the deepest of my heart that God could gather all of us in the paradise, inshallah. Amin.
جزاك الله خيرا أخ وليد. شكرا. جزاك الله خيرا. You want to reply?
Yeah. I'll rephrase the question a little bit. Instead of saying what's the worst thing I see from Muslims, let's instead ask the question, what is something that, as an objective observer from perhaps another angle, because as a Muslim convert or revert, I see things differently than someone who's born in Islam. So let's ask instead, what's something that I feel from viewing it from my angle that Muslims need to work on? In my opinion, and Allahu Alam, but it's my opinion that Muslims need to work on beautifying their souls. This is something very important. Actually, a lot of Muslims forget that the first masjid in Islam was not the masjid in Medina. It was actually a very small masjid that if you saw it, you wouldn't recognize it. Because the first Muslims were not interested in having everything beautified on the outside. They were working very hard to beautify their inner soul, to purify their heart, and to make their inside beautiful. Because an inner change brings out outer results, and that's a fact. So this is the answer to the question from my angle, that we need to examine ourselves, and instead of asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when His justice or mercy will come, we have no right really to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala where is He, but He has every right to ask us where are we, where are you at? And this is something I've heard many Muslim scholars ask, and we need to pay attention to that question.
جزاك الله خيرا. إجابة رائعة. Finally, in 1 minute, in your opinion, in what way you can serve Islam in the future?
By, again, this is my opinion, but by working on myself. Because I think it's very important that what we say in English, we say like begets like. In other words, as you are, that's what you will produce, and that's what you will attract. And so I think if we can work as Muslims, and me especially, can work on, the nafs, work on the ego, and work on getting rid of anger and envy and, all of these things, relying on other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we can work on that and you change yourself, you will see that the people around you start to change, and you will see that circumstances start to change.